Former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz announced that he is considering a run for president in 2020. The head of the Democratic Party in Schultz's home state of Washington was quick to weigh in. Tina Podolakowski, Washington State Democratic Party chairperson, issuing this statement. I have two words for Howard Schultz on a potential run for president as an independent. Just don't. Joining me now, America Fighting Back chairman, former presidential candidate Herman Cain. Why not run? Good to see you, Herman.
I have three words for Mr. Schultz. Just save your money. That's four words, I guess. Look,
that's something I would do, but go ahead.
Yeah, because here's what I know about running for president, especially if he's going to do it as an independent. In order to get the momentum to run as an independent, it takes probably 2 times as much money as it takes if you're going to run for one of the traditional parties. So I would agree. I think it's wasting his money. He's going to provide jobs for somebody for a while, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So that I would agree with some of the people who are asking him not to. Not because he's not a smart person, just simply because it's an uphill battle if you run as an independent.
And I want to break in with this, that Senator Kamala Harris officially saying that she is running for the Democratic nomination. Kamala Harris, the senator from California, officially running for the presidency. I want to get back to Howard. I'll get you to weigh in on that, Herman, but getting back to Howard Schultz. Is it difficult for him because he would run as an independent potentially and not be backed by like one of the two main parties, number one? Number two, why? I think didn't we all learn not to dismiss somebody after what Donald Trump was able to achieve?
But Donald Trump did not try to run as an independent. Mm-hmm. If you try to run as an independent, you have to establish your credentials in all 50 states individually. There is no across-the-board credentials awarded to somebody running as an independent. That's number one. So him running versus a Donald Trump are two different things. Trump chose the Republican Party, and if Schultz is if he's really thinking about running as an independent, I happen to think that that would be a huge mistake, and he will spend a whole lot of money going nowhere.